Good morning. Oh, sorry, good evening. It's morning here for me. I just woke up, so the feeling is really morning. Okay. Okay. Today is class 3 and 4, right? So class 1 and 2, what did we discuss? Class 1, we discussed about benefits of meditation, right? 5, 3, 5. 13 benefits. 5 for our daily life. Sometimes we call it for business also because those are very, very down to earth. And then 3 for our spiritual. And then the last 5 is for our advanced spiritual goals. In ACI, we can say that the 5 advanced ones are basically those benefits that people will get when they have the DPE, when they have the direct perception of emptiness. Okay, those are the goals of the meditation. The purpose of that session is actually to sell meditation. Okay, so the goal of that is for everyone to be excited and to decide to start learning and start doing meditation. So that is the goal of the meditation. And then we learn about the five, what do you call that? What is the term we use? The 5 components to become successful in meditation. Let me find, 5 parts of the practice. 5 parts of the practice, right? What do we do? I think Cornelia prepared the summary and she gave a very nice acronym, WEST-O. Maybe I should put this into the. Maybe I should put this into the so people can learn together. Okay, let the screen now. Thank you for all the co-hosts to help me with the management. Maybe I just put it here. Here. Okay, now failed. Okay, let me redo. It's easier to send the telegram, right? So, okay, you can look at the telegram. So the 5-part process for success is the WEST-O, WESTO. Warm up, so how to prepare. Environment, which is the 6 conditions for ideal place. And this is what we are going to discuss today. And then sitting, correct posture. And then thoughts, the mental process during meditation. Again, finally, objectification. This is the 5-part process for success. 6 preliminaries. Let me send another screenshot. Okay. So 6 preliminaries, she use acronym called COST-CAB. COSTCAB. Sorry, COSTCAB. Okay. So first is create clean and perfect place with an altar. And then O is offer, make a beautiful offering. And then the third one is a sit, refuge and bodhicitta, sit properly, think about how to benefit self and others. And then number 4 is visualize the teacher and all the enlightened beings with you, and then they are fertile soil, and imagine them around you or anywhere, right? And then 5 is collect good energy and purify. And number 6, ask for blessings. Ask for blessings, right? So that is ACI, that is class 1. Class 2, what do we learn? We learn the 7 ingredients, right? Let me see if she has good acronym. No, she doesn't give acronym. So, but 7 ingredients is pretty easy. Yeah, 7 ingredients is pretty easy. I like to combine. There are 7, right? So I like to combine 2, 2, 2, 1. 2, 2, 2, 1. Total 7. The first 2, of course, before 7 ingredients is part of the 6 preliminaries, right? Which is 6 preliminaries. Yeah. First is to prepare. Yeah. First is to prepare. After we prepare, then we prepare means clean place and altar. I mentioned in the morning, people to symbolize cleaning, they sweep a little bit of the floor, they clean the nose, they gargle, those yogis, those who learn yoga, they also do some kriya, some cleaning. Yeah. So that is the clean space. Second is make offering. Make offering means we make the place beautiful. We put some offering, right? Flowers. We discussed quite a lot yesterday, so you can listen back to the recording. And then third is to take our sit properly, and then make refuge. Take refuge and raise the body chitta. Yeah. And is a teacher. So imagine all the teachers. Imagine the teacher and all the enlightened beings. And then number 5 is where we do the collection of good energy and purify. This is where we do the 7 ingredients. Yeah, so inside the 6 preliminaries, number 5 is the 7 ingredients. And then number 6 is asking for blessings. Okay. Now, what are the 7 ingredients? 2, 2, 2, 1. The first 2, right? The teacher is already in front of you. Of course, first you. Oh, yeah, we do it, right? Correct. Yeah, yesterday. So first we pay respect. You can visualize that you prostrate to the teacher. And then followed by after you respect them, you give them offering again. But this offering is different from the offering from 6 preliminaries, right? 6 preliminaries are basically what you do physically in the altar. But in the 7 ingredients, you do offering in your mind, and normally you follow the guidance from the reading, yeah, the sutra or whatever. So we talk about offering of flowers, of garlands, of parasol, of many things. Yeah, you can read the reading text. You can also read if you have Ganden Lagyama text. So this is the first 2. Second 2 is what? Second 2 is Sakjang, right? Sakjang means number 3 is you confess bad deeds that you have done. Of course, if you can, according to the vows, the 3 kinds of vows that you might have, yeah. There is the Jangpak, the Shakpa, yeah. And then the 4th one is the rejoicing, telling your teacher all the good things you have done. 24 hours within the past 24 hours. So 2, and then the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. 5 and 6 is what? 5 is ask for the teacher to teach. Number 5 is ask the teacher to teach, and then number 6, we do the invite the teacher to stay with us. Right? So normally after the 5, we do our meditation. At the end of our meditation, then we do number 6, which is inviting the teacher to stay with us. In our practice, we invite the teacher to enter into our body and stay in our heart chakra to accompany us. Right? So this is number 6. And finally, number 7 is to do dedication. All right? So that is the simple review of yesterday. Okay, now let's continue with class 3. Class 3, we are talking about we talk about the 5 processes. Yeah, 5 processes. The 5-part process for success. So we learn about how to prepare the warm-up. Now we talk about the environment. Okay, yeah. So let me share the screen. I just have to show you the beautiful PowerPoint that Cornelia has prepared, So 6 conditions required for successful meditation. DCI people, you will know that this is what we call the 6 inner condition. The 6 inner condition, right? Now, the 6 inner condition. Oh yeah, before that, let's do our prayer. Oh, so fast. Where's our prayer? Okay, coming up. Okay, let's do the prayer, right? I will just read and then all of you just follow together. So I see, oh, where is my prayer? This one. All right. Come on. Okay, here it is. Okay, never mind. It doesn't come out. I just read. I will just read. Sasi buki juk sing metok tram rirab ling si nyinde gen padi sangge singdu nikte ulwargi dokun namdak sing la chupar syo irang guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami sangge chudang zoki chok nam la Jang chu bartu dak mi kyap suci daki chunyen ki pe sunam ki dolak sangge dupar syo sangge chudang zoki choknam la chu bartu dak mi kyap suci daki chunyen ki pe sunam ki dola pencir sangge dupar syo Sangge chudang zoki chok nam la Chang chu bardu dakni kyap suci Daki chunyen gi pe sunam ki Dola pencir sangge dupar syo. So I think it's a good practice to start with mandala and then the refuge and the wish, right? I think all of you know the meaning already. Okay. Okay, now today class will be quite straightforward. Come on, here it is. We just discussed about how to prepare the class, so it's pretty straightforward. So we are on the topic of setting up for a great meditation. Why don't you prepare all this well? Because in our meditation, in order to achieve our goal of meditation, the success in meditation, we want to get into quietude and special insight. Quietude means shamatha. Special insight means vipassana. Quietude is shamatha means we go into the single pointed concentration. Vipassana means we go into the special insight, right? And of course, that one is to combine them together. How the two are joined in union. So these are the 3 parts that we want to do in what we are doing here, right? So now in order to help us with one, which is quietude, we need to prepare the environment. And here we go. 3 parts to quietude, right? 3 parts to quietude. First, we need to have the 6 condition for quietude, which is what we are going to do to this. And then second is we learn how to meditate on quiet after we gather the condition. And number 3, how to know when we have reached the quietude, right? So these are the contents that we are going to learn in ACI 3, especially class 3 onwards. We learned about, yesterday we learned about the these 6 conditions that we are going to learn. It came from the commentary by J. Tsongkhapa. And he uses the Sutra Alamkara, ornament of the sutras, right? Alamkara means ornament. Alamkara means ornament. Yeah. And then sutra. Ornament of a sutra is Sutra Alamkara, written by Master Asanga, who lived about 1,700 years ago. I think this is the book that Master Asanga wrote himself instead of the ones dictated by Lord Maitreya. So there are 5 books which were given by Lord Maitreya, and then on top of those 5, actually Master Asanga wrote some more commentaries himself. Yeah, this is called sutra, but this is not the sutra that was taught directly by Lord Buddha. Yeah. Okay, the first condition, a space conducive to meditation. So this is, if in DCI, you will learn this as the external environment. Okay, out of the 6 conditions, the first condition is talking about external environment. Yeah. So first, of course, we call it meditate in the place that is beneficial for the meditation. And we talk about 5 different qualities. Yeah. So the 6 conditions, the first one, there are 5 qualities. In DCI, we say there are 6 inner conditions. The first condition is the external environment. So we are going to talk about the external environment. And it has to be a place which is beneficial. How do we define beneficial? Tumpeyo. The first one. It should be a place where things are easy to find, in the sense that you can find food, clothing, other necessities without any trouble. So it has to be a place where it is convenient. You don't want to go into meditation and it is difficult to find all the basic necessities. The past yogis, they might have to do all this themselves, but in the modern days, it's easier. You can arrange for somebody to help take care of this for you, so that you don't have to worry about doing all this yourself. In fact, in the 3 years retreat, right? In the 3 years retreat. Wow, what is this? I want to use laptop. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kili. So in the 3 years retreat, basically the arrangement is to send all these necessities twice a month or once every 2 weeks. So what happened is that the volunteers will send the supplies up to the cabin, and then when they deliver the cabin, when they arrive at the cabin, there will be a list of order for the next 2 weeks. And so this is how they do. And I don't know how many of you have been to Demo Mountain here. Each cabin, outside of the cabin, there will be a box. So they don't meet the people, they just put inside the box. And then the retreatant will just come out and get the food from the box. And of course, the same thing, the retreatants will also put in the order inside the box, so that the volunteers can then prepare for the next 2 weeks. So that is what they do. And in Diamond Mountain is special. The box is something very strong, with heavy cover. You can feel that if you don't eat enough, you maybe don't have strength to open. Why? Why do they do that? Because of wild animals. We don't want those to attract wild animals. Or in fact, any garbage or anything that they want to dispose, they will put inside the box also. The reason is because we don't want to attract wild animals. Like what? Many in Diamond Mountain there are wild animals because it's a mountain, right? Including, of course, snakes. I mean, of course, we have mouse, we have spiders, we have snakes, we have coyote, and of course we have bears. So we don't want to attract all those animals. Hyena, yeah. Okay. So you can arrange beforehand. Of course, oh yeah, Chloe. Hector did few rounds of meditation in Indonesia also. So you can find a good, actually Hector does meditation everywhere in the world, okay? I think he went to Haiti, he went to quite a lot of places, including Indonesia. And then we heard some interesting stories about him in Indonesia when he was doing meditation. But this is what you can do. You can rent a place, maybe a slightly secluded, far from all the noise of the city, and then you arrange with the people, with the local. Of course, the 3 years retreatant, they only serve every 2 weeks. But when you are doing your short meditation, maybe you can arrange for those people to send you your food once a day, maybe, or maybe once every 2 days. So all these are possible. I also heard that some people do it in and they do a room service, but that can be very expensive, right? So yeah, you can just arrange for your retreat place, the ideal retreat place. Second, we talk about it has to be a safe place, no wild animals or anything, or enemies. Yeah, it has to be a good place, so-called, or we call it clean place. Yeah. So this brought me a memory, Geshe Michael's story. When he first learned meditation, he thought, oh, okay, I want to find a cave, like those stories of the sages of the past. They meditated in the cave. I want to find a cave. In Arizona, there are mountains, rocks, there are many, many caves. So you can find caves pretty easily. So he mentioned that he found a cave and then he tried to meditate there. The cave was cozy. I mean, I shouldn't say cozy, but it's quiet. But the problem is that after he sit down and close his eyes, he start to feel a lot of things coming, and he sort of knew, okay, this must be spiders, But after a while, when you know that spiders are all around you, and then there might be a dangers of a snake coming, you just can't meditate well. So after a while, he decided to go home and meditate from home. So in this second requirement, in DCI context, we change it into what? Your meditation place should have a door, a door to protect you from all these wild animals. So it's pretty straightforward, right? Your meditation place should have a door, meaning that it has to be a place where you are protected. You're protected. Okay. Of course, you don't want to meditate in a place where there are a lot of place where people quarrels, where people are just not safe for you. Okay, thieves or whatever, bad people. We don't want that. Beautiful, huh? This is our teacher, Cornelia, is so creative. Okay, the third one is that it has to be a healthy environment. A healthy environment means you want the room to have enough good circulation, not too damp, humid, affecting your health, not too hot, too cold. So it has to be cold. It has to be cozy, right? So this is the third requirement, because we don't want to get out of meditation in bad health. We want, in fact, our body to become healthy and healthier. We don't want to fall sick, I think. Basically, that is what we mean. Yeah. So this is the third qualities. The fourth quality is there should be, here we call it good friends. In fact, yesterday in SCIM Life Tool 11, we just spoke about goodness friend. Yeah. They drop. Goodness friend as compared to, what is the opposite? The badness friend. Dick drop and they drop, goodness friend, good friend. So this basically refers to people who share the same idea. Yeah, so it's very important. If you want to meditate, of course, you go with friends, or the place should be, the people around the place that you are doing meditation should be people who agree with your idea, who support what you are doing. Yeah. So, of course, here, if even better if those people share your sense of morality, if they can also observe the vows, the 10 virtues, and finally the worldview. So yeah, Sanyo. Yeah, thanks, Pei-Ling. Yeah, we call it Sanyo, right? Good friend, goodness friends. The friends supporting us in our practice. And of course, our worldview refers to the understanding of the Pen story. All right, so this is the fourth quality. And finally, the fifth one, the place should have goodness, meaning that there should not be too many people during the day and not too many sounds at night. Yeah, talking about this, I remember some places can be quite pretty noisy at night. I think Bali is pretty noisy. Some places, the insects, the the frogs, you just hear a lot of noise. Yeah, different. Huh? Oh yeah. So when the sky is dark, all the night insects, all the nocturnal animals will come out. So it can be quite noisy. So we want to find a place which is not many sounds. I think Sedona is perfect place. At night it is totally quiet. I don't know about Rimrock. I think Rimrock also pretty quiet. At night it's like total, really quiet. You can even hear. You can only hear your own ringing in your ears. Sometimes too, you know. Not even we call it not even the white noise, right? The white noise. Sometimes when we are in the city, we hear the white noise. White noise a lot of time comes from our electricity, the frequency, the 50 hertz, 60 hertz. The white noise like bzzz, or some electrical noise too. The refrigerator or the old style clock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah. So all these, if we can, we want to prevent them if we can. Yeah. So to the extreme, sometimes we switch off our electricity. So in the Dharma Mountain, it's pretty quiet. sometimes, yeah, when you go to Demo Mountain, they will also advise you that you can also turn off the refrigerator for a while when you're doing meditation. But Demo Mountain has one issue. The wind can be pretty noisy, especially when your cabin is at the top. The cabin is at the top. The wind can be strong, and then the window can be quite noisy. But this is ideal. This is the ideal requirement we mentioned. But there are certain meditations where you make use of the noise to go deeper, and that is very beautiful. Yeah. So there is a meditation technique that you can use to do that. All right. So this is the 5. We call it external environment, which is the first condition for conducive environment. Okay. Now, what is the second condition? We call it, have few wants. Live simply. Live simply. Dupachoma, right? Live simply. We don't want to have too many things that we don't need. We don't want to hoard. We don't want to keep too many things that we don't need directly. Geshe Michael like to use the metaphor. Everything that you own will occupy a space in your mind. So the more things you have, the more crowded your mind is. And when your mind is crowded, it's difficult to meditate. So we need to learn to live simply, not to have too many things and not to want too many things, right? Of course, yeah, minimalist is the term, but minimalist can go to the extreme. Yeah, thanks, Kili. Minimalist can go to extreme. So we need to balance. You need to be balanced, right? Okay, so this is the 6th condition. And, sorry, the 2nd condition. The 3rd condition is very similar to the 2nd. So the 2nd was live simply. The 3rd is to feel content with what you already have. Chokshepa, content. Content means content. It doesn't mean that you cannot. It doesn't mean that you cannot have the desire to have something, but it just means that you are happy with what you have, and you know where they come from. A lot of time we say, let's say we talk about winter clothing, especially people from countries that don't have winter. You buy your winter clothing, you go holiday once, maybe to Japan, maybe to Korea, maybe to US, and then you go home. And then normally people will keep for another year when they go holiday again to those winter countries. Or certain attires, party dress, for example. After a while, or maybe I will need them. Maybe we will need them. So all this thinking. Maybe I will keep first. Maybe I will need them. Maybe I will slim down again. Maybe I will grow fat again. All those things, right? Because when we understand where those come from, if you understand where those come from, those things must have come from your generosity, your sharing with others in the past so that you have it today. So if you don't need them now, you can give them away. Give them away. Or if they are not in a good condition to give to others, you can dispose them off. Because the next time you need them, the next time you need them, if you have your seeds, good seeds, they will come again. So this is the idea. Be contented, yeah. Be contented with gratitude, through gratitude. So this is the meaning. Yeah. Because if you're not satisfied, my house is too small. I want to have a bigger house. My car is too slow. I want a faster car. You know, if you have all these thoughts in your mind, of course, it will disturb your meditation, and that is not healthy. It will disturb you from having the shamatha, shine, right? So on this topic alone, we actually took the idea from the Abhidhamma Kosha, Treasure House of Higher Knowledge, written by Master Vasubandhu, who happened to be the half-brother of Master Asanga. Okay. For that, there is another story that we can do next time. Okay. Okay, condition number 4. Try not to make your life too busy. Jamang pang. Yeah, pang. Pang means drop off. Drop off. Drop the busy life. Here, busy life means your mind, busy mind. Busy mind. It doesn't mean that you stop studying. Yeah, but we just need to, or stop working. It doesn't mean that. Okay, it doesn't mean that you stop working. It doesn't mean that you stop studying. It just means that declutter your mind. Imagine if you have too many things in your mind, you can't focus. You can't really meditate properly. So you need to, we use the term declutter your mind so that your mind is clear. Your mind still have space for you to meditate. Yeah. And then condition number 5. Condition number 5 is maintain an ethical way of life. Chultrim Dakpa. Chultrim Dakpa, right? So when we talk about ethical way of life, it refers to the vows. At the minimum, the virtues. At the minimum is the 10 virtues. We want to lead ethical way of life because those virtues are indirectly affecting our meditation. I think there is a class on this one. No, it's not here. Okay. There's a class on this one, right? And to have a good meditation quality, we need to keep the virtues. So we are going to discuss in more detail later in that class. But here, I just want to emphasize that keeping the 10 virtues, the morality is very important. And try to keep the book. Tundruk. Try to keep the book. It's very important. Yeah, although it looks troublesome, but it's important if we keep the book 3 times a day or even 6 times a day. Tundruk means 6 times a day. And the last one is the get rid of sense desires and desire for worldly pleasures. Okay, here I think you need to really understand the meaning, right? It doesn't mean that you cannot have big house. It doesn't mean that you cannot have a big car. It doesn't mean that you cannot have nice things in life. It's not true, right? You can still have them. You just need to understand where everything comes from. Secondly, why you want to have all those good things in life. Okay? Let's say if you have a big house, you can host people. You can host your Dharma friends. People who don't have place to stay, you can let them stay. If you have big car, people who need to move around, you help them. Yeah, like our friend here, Chloe, she has been living in Sedona for the past how many years? And she has been helping people around. She has a car, so she can drive everywhere. Yeah, she has time, most importantly. And I just heard that yesterday she went to help somebody take care of their donkeys. Mini donkeys, very interesting. How many donkeys would they have? Did they have 2? Very cute. I thought people have horses here in the Sedona, but I didn't know that people keep monkeys. People have dogs, cats, horses, but here now monkeys, donkeys, sorry, not monkey, donkeys. Li. Yeah, Li. Yeah. Yeah. So it's important for us to understand this carefully. I don't want you to go out and say, hey, I attended ACI 3. My teacher say cannot have worldly pleasures. No, you need to really understand. I think we mentioned this in ACI 1 when we talk about renunciation. It doesn't mean that you reject the life of normal people. It doesn't mean that you have to quit your job. It doesn't mean that you have to get out of your family to do your spiritual practice. It's wrong. In fact, living in your family, in your community, going to work will give you more opportunities to practice your spirituality. It doesn't give you any extra benefits if you were to live a secluded life, right? Here we want everybody to practice bodhicitta. And the only way to do that is to live among the people, among the beings. And so that is what bodhicitta really means. We don't ask you to go and live in the mountain forever. Of course, once in a while you go for a long retreat. It's good. It's good, right? But it doesn't mean that you live there forever. That's not wrong. That's not true. Some people do that because they are sick of we call it what, mundane life, run away from reality. That is not true, right? That is not correct. So be careful here. Okay, I don't want you to interpret this wrongly. I don't want you to withdraw yourself from society because of all this teaching that you understand wrongly. Okay, live your life fully. Live your life fully. Bring benefits to people around you. But of course, before you can bring benefits to people around you, you need to bring benefits to yourself first, right? If you are still struggling and you tell people, I want to help you, who will trust you? Difficult. Right? So first, bring benefit to yourself first. Of course, if you can at the same time, you also do it together, right? So don't run away from life. Don't run away from life, okay? It's unwise. That's the reason why Yeshu Michael's teacher asked him to go and find a work and use the system, use what he has learned in his work. So that's very important, all right? Sources for all 6 conditions. So Tsongkhapa is using the stages of meditation. This is what I mentioned yesterday, Bhavana Krama. Bhavana is meditation, Krama is stages. Yeah, Bhavana Krama, written by Master Kamalashila, who lived around 750 AD, which is about 1200 years ago. And Master Kamalashila wrote 3 books on this one for 3 different societies, 3 different communities. Oh, I remember now. Is that right? No, wrong. One for India, one for Tibet, one for something else. I forgot. Yeah. So Master Kamalashila. Don't mistaken this name with Oh, no, sorry. In Chinese, we say 莲花戒大师 is different from 莲花生. Okay, 莲花生 is Padmasambhava, right? So in Chinese, sometimes people may confuse the name. So be careful with that. Okay. Gom Rim. Gom. Gom is the meditation. Yeah, remember, Rim is the stages. Like Lam Rim. Lam Rim. Lam means path. Rim means stages. Yeah. Gom Rim. So when we fail in meditation, who to blame? What could be the reason? If we cannot go into deep concentration, a lot of time we like to blame the instructions. The teacher didn't teach me, the teacher didn't guide me well. And then, okay, I want to change to another teacher, But here, Master Kamalashila said that the real reason is that we fail to do the gathering. Gathering refers to the 6 conditions, 6 conditions. So all those are pretty straightforward. And all those will, if you don't follow them closely, they will contribute to our failure to have the single pointed concentration. Okay, so this is supposed to be a discussion, but I think we just go through them quickly. So what are the deeper seeds for us to have shamatha, right? So of course, we can help others learn to meditate. We can, you see, this boy, this baby and the dog, they are learning to focus. And then, of course, we can also do respect other people when they are trying to be quiet. Yeah. Especially when we enter a room and, sometimes we just have to be very mindful. If people in there, maybe they are not meditating, but they just want to be quiet. Maybe they are just reading, concentrating. So we try not to be too noisy. Yeah, we try not to be too noisy. Or when people are talking, we try not to interrupt them. Yeah, not to interrupt people. Cut through their conversation, for example. And finally, Tundruk, keeping a 6 times book. Okay, 6 times or 3 times book. If you find that 6 times the frequency is too high. And yeah, ultimately, good morality is the cause for good meditation. Yeah, so we will discuss about this slightly later. Geshe Michael added 3 more conditions for modern world. Right, so we add these 3 in the external environment in DCI. If you remember, so we have 3 more. First is the dedicate a space in the house. We mentioned yesterday already. So put a space in your house, maybe a corner. And then if you want to, you can put a divider, shoji or the ping feng, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think this is Angela, right? 6 things, we call it 6 conditions, right? The ideal place, not to have many possessions, not to have a few, and then not to have many possessions, not to have cluttered mind, not to have what? I forgot. You need to come tomorrow, okay, when I do the review. Okay, let's go through quickly, okay? Angela, 要注意听, pay attention. Okay, I think, yeah, okay, let's go through quickly, okay? You see, this is for Angela only. Okay, so condition number 1 is the ideal place that we discussed already. Number 2 is live simply. Number 3 is satisfied with things you have, contented. Number 4 is the not to have busy mind. Number 5 is the ethical way of life. Number 6 is the get rid of sense desires, desire for worldly pleasure. Okay, so those are the 6 conditions. Now the 3 additional conditions that Geshe Michael added. First is to have a dedicated space in the house. After you do meditation for a while, the space will have the energy. So every time you go into the space, you will be able to go into your meditation quickly. So that is what we want. Set up your space for meditation. Own the space, make it yours. So you can put any things that will motivate you to meditate. Pictures of your teacher, or some beautiful offerings, your notebooks, or even your sutra. Just put them there, decorate them, make them beautiful. And of course, finally, Geshe Michael say to find a place which is quiet, because noise is the greatest enemy. Geshe Michael go to the extent to tell people to turn off the refrigerator, even turn off the Wi-Fi, because the wave, the electromagnetic wave, can also affect our mind, especially those people who are sensitive. So, I think you just need to know yourself. If you are sensitive people, then you try to prevent all these things. Thank you, Pei-Ling. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Teluk Intan, right, Pei-Ling? You are from Teluk Intan. Yeah, must be people there must be very rich. Teluk Intan means diamond. What is Teluk? What is, I forgot what is Teluk. We can't hear you, Pei-Ling. Teluk means what?
Teluk is in Mandarin we call one.
One bay.
Thai one. Yes.
Diamond Bay. Yes, IT. People there must be. They can just go to the bay and collect the diamonds. So it's in Ipoh. It's in the Perak, right? Perak.
Yes, Perak.
Yeah. Wow, rich people. Okay, let's continue. These are okay. Yeah, I should have come here just now to review for Angela. So yeah, Cornelia, very cute. She used the term piglet. Okay. So P is the place with 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3. Yeah. 3 by Geshe Michael. I means I don't need to keep many things. Old kind. And then G is the gratitude. Feel contented. Yeah. And then L is lock off. Avoid internet addiction means keep your mind clear. Keep your mind clear. Declutter your mind. E is ethics. Live a clean and ethical life. And finally, get your mental priorities straight. Yeah. Get your mental priorities straight. Avoid random thoughts. Oops, so fast. Okay, so this is the piglet. And finally, SOS. She has another one. And SOS, the five qualities for the first condition. A, all easy to find essentials. And then F, no fear of harmful creatures or people. S is no sickness. Number 4 is only quiet and calm people. And finally, the S is shared ethics among the group, people with the same ethical value. Yeah, shared ethical value. Okay, so I think this is class 3, supportive companion. All right. So yeah, we can do this meditation later. All right, so this is class 3. So before we go to class 4, let's have a 5 minutes break. Wow, our time is perfect again. 5:55. Okay, let's have a 5 minutes break to give our beautiful translators, Grace and Lian, time to drink water and to rest their throat for a while. Okay, see you later. Okay, let's continue. Class 4. So class 4, we are going to talk about the posture. Class 4, we are going to talk about the posture. Oh, okay. Grace, are you ready? Oh yeah, ready. Okay, cool. Okay, so class 4, we talk about posture. So posture is very important also. That's why it's part of the 5 parts process. 5 parts process for successful meditation, right? So this is part number 3. This is part number 3. So we use the 8-point posture, or actually 7 plus 1. Yeah, 7 plus 1. This is also called one. I forgot the term. Whatever. Okay, so first is the leg, our legs, right? Full lotus is in the text, but be careful. We like to encourage, we like to tell people that be careful. You need to be trained by a teacher, okay? You need to be trained by a teacher to know what it takes to be able to sit in full lotus position. And it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Different people will have a different body structure. So never force yourself to sit in full lotus, okay? No, it's not. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we call this Vajra posture. I just forget the term about this 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1, yeah. 7 plus 1, there's a term, I forgot the name. So never force yourself to sit in full lotus. It is not a main requirement, okay? So some people sit half lotus, but what we normally recommend is just, we call it the relaxed pose, Sukhasana, right? Indonesians know the word very well. Sukha means like, relax, sukha, happy. Sukha cita, sukha, happy pose. So basically you just put your left leg near your groin and then your right leg in front of the left leg. That's all. So we just want to put both legs flat on the floor. Yeah. So this is the leg. So we just need to park the leg properly so that we can forget about it in our meditation. If you sit in full lotus, if you are not used to it, the feet may just fall asleep. It's okay. But what is worse is that it may affect your bones and your joints, and that is very bad. During the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Geshe Michael gave some stories. He said that a lot of people like to train, like to practice yoga as if they are doing gymnastics. But what happened is that if you injure yourself, you can't do yoga at all. Yeah, so he was saying that, there are so many yogis who could do poses like gymnasts, but after that, how many of them had to go through surgery and now ended up cannot practice yoga properly? So never force yourself. Meditation is for ourselves. It's not to show people, hey, I can sit in full lotus position. No, it doesn't. It is not worth it. Okay, so just do as best you can, and not do because you need to show off. Okay. Kampa Kiel Trung. Here, these are some of the position. Oh, too fast. So the left one is the half lotus, where you put one leg on top of the other. And this is the Sukhasana, easy pose. Easy pose. Left in, the left leg in first, and then the right leg. Okay, so this is Sukhasana. After the leg, oh yeah, some people can sit in the, we call it sitting in Zen. Yeah, this is the, in yoga, we call this Vajrasana, Vajra, right? Vajrasana. Okay, so this is the leg. Or you can use like this Zen style, Japanese style, you put your leg below. Or sometimes I saw people who put a backrest. For people with a spine issue, you can have backrest. But of course, we encourage people not to use the backrest. We always say even, well, you can even sit on a chair and not to lean back if possible. Yeah, so meditation, the leg posture, it doesn't mean that you have to sit on the floor. Why? This is our popular question. Why do you see people, when they meditate, they have to sit on the floor? Because there are no chairs 2,500 years ago. Okay, so now when you have chairs, then by all means sit on the chair. It's up to personal choice, okay? Personal choice. Okay. Like, fly away. Our teacher is very creative. Okay, cushions. So we want to find a good cushion with all sorts of fast, with a good with a good feelings, and then with benches also. Yeah, so this is also something that you may want to consider. Of course, don't spend too much money. Don't spend too much money. Some people say, yeah, you should spend money on this one because if you pay a lot of money, you will feel painful if you don't use them. But, well, don't use this as an excuse, you know. My cushion has not arrived yet. I cannot meditate now. But I think you need to have something comfortable, all right? Okay, the second one is your hand, meditation hands. So you can put the hands like the picture on the left, thumbs touching, put on the left, right? If you do like the one on the left, I recommend you put a pillow so your hand is higher, so you don't slouch. You can sit straight, taller. Yeah, so this is on the left. Hands on the knees, both hands on the knees. You can, the palm you can face down, you can face up. Yeah, and then of course you can put Chin Mudra. Chin Mudra is like the one on the right. So Chin Mudra, this one the palm is facing up. You can also face down, or you can also face sideways. Yeah. Geshe Michael said that he prefers the side way. So it's flexible. Anything comfortable for you, because important is your mind. Okay. So this is the hand. The third one is your eyes. Why number 2? I don't know. It's your eyes. Of course, we don't want to open the eyes. We want to close. You can also open a little bit, so that you don't fall asleep. For people who are, for people who have this issue. But when you open a bit, your eyes need to look down, and then the space in front of you should be clean. Yeah? We don't want the space to be too flowery, too many colors. too many things, gadgets or whatever. It has to be clean. So your mind can be clear also. Okay, so this is the meditation eyes. Mik, mie, misum. Mik is eye, look, vision. And then the back, sit up straight, lu drangpo. The body straight, yeah. Why do we want to sit straight? Why do we want to sit straight? So that our energy will flow. Okay, so that we can sit longer. If you slouch, your energy stuck, you can't sit for too long. Okay, so you want to sit straight. So the energy flow, you can sit long and it will be comfortable. Yeah, like these two stones. And then shoulder, trakpanyam, shoulder levels, yeah, left and right. I like to ask people to pull back slightly and drop them. Yeah, pull back and drop them. Okay, same thing. Yeah, this will help you to sit straighter. Same thing. So those are that is the shoulder. And then your head, not too high, not too low. Yeah, we use the chin as a guideline. So we like to tell people your chin parallel to the ground. Because if it is too high, your mind will tend to get busy. If you are too low, you will fall asleep easily, all right? So yeah, it has to be balanced. You see the lady on the right, she looks very tense, you know, even I felt the shoulder is a bit tense. So try to drop the shoulder. Try to drop the shoulder, all right? Go, mito mima. And then the mouth. Stay in natural loose position. Lips. Normally we like to tell people to smile a bit. The reason is so that you relax the lips. Okay, it's not really that we like to say like a Mona Lisa smile, because Mona Lisa looks like she wants to smile, but she doesn't want to smile. So yeah. And then of course, sometimes we say put the tongue touching slightly the top of your, behind your upper teeth. Yeah, so sometimes we like to say that so that your saliva production is controlled, enough to moist your mouth, but not too much. Yeah. So you want to touch that. Of course, if you talk about the energy theory in Kung Fu, you know, Kung Fu in the Chinese energy theory, it is making the whole body circuit into one. But that is beyond what we are talking about here, right? So yeah, you just use whatever method that will not disturb your mind, okay? Just relax. Okay. So curang look. Here, this is the picture. So lift your tongue in a natural position up against the top of your mouth behind teeth. So you can see that the tongue is, all the wordings are reversed. This is from National Geographic, is it? So you just touch the tongue behind the upper teeth. Yeah, that is what we recommend. Okay. Che yasoy rang look. And finally, uk junguk. Chloe, did you remember this term uk junguk from my class in mixed nuts? Last month, okay, uk junguk. We talk a lot about uk junguk. Okay. I can't touch the tongue, but it's okay. Then find something comfortable. Find something comfortable, right? We are just saying that you can touch there. Yeah. Yeah. So you just close your mouth, relax, and then just park your tongue anywhere convenient, comfortable. Okay. Okay. So Joey, Chloe, what is Uk? Is basically the breathing. Okay. Uk, breathing in and out. We discussed about raw karma. Remember the physical raw karma? Okay, it's okay. Maybe you were busy driving from Cottonwood. Cottonwood Ranch. We went to visit the place where Chloe lived last month. It's quite a fun place. I kind of like the place, you know. Cool. Okay, so Ujjunguk means breathing. So here it refers to breathe quietly, yeah, and follow a count of 10. So we want to do the breathing, counting, breath counting meditation, right? So this is the +1, actually 7 + 1, right? Again, this is the same source by Master Kamalashila, Bhavana Krama. Gomrim again, yeah? Okay, difference between 7 and 8-point posture, 7 + 1. So in the 7-point posture, the breathing is not included. Yeah. Nam Nangi Chudun, 7-point posture. Okay. And that's about all. That is class 4. Okay. That's class 4. Any question? Let's do our closing first, and then we do meditation, okay? If we don't do closing, I always tend to forget. Okay. Let's offer our mandala. So, it's okay. Sasi Puki Yuksing Metok Tram Rira Bling Si Nyinde Genpadi Sangge Singdu Mikte Ulwargi Rokun Namdak Singla Chupar Syong Idang Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami Gewadi Gewangkun Tsunami Se Chong Zog Sing Tsunami Se Le Ju Wei Nampa Kunyi Topar Syong. Okay, so that's all for today. Any questions? Any questions? Any question?
Teacher Sugan, how long must we meditate a day?
Okay. This is the topic next class, but we can discuss now, right? We are saying that what we want is consistency and quality. Oh yeah, we need to take photo first. Okay, come, let's take photo. Let's take photo, important. Okay, those of you who are comfortable, please turn on your camera so that we can have photo before we do meditation, okay? Yay, Tommy's here, IT's here. Daryl no camera. Chili, Pearly, Hongok, Natwang. Oh, Guapo also no camera. Okay. Oh, this one also. Okay, ready? Let me take the picture. Somebody left again. Okay, no worry. Let's take picture. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Okay. The baby's there. All right. So, okay, what we want here is consistency and quality and not quantity. Okay, we don't aim to meditate like 2 hours every time. Of course, when you are well trained, it's okay, you know. But if you cannot maintain the concentration for long, then just do as long as you can. We recommend to, well, at first we recommended 12 minutes according to certain tradition. Yeah, certain tradition they use 12 minutes as the start, but lately, these few years, Geshe Michael has changed to 5 minutes. So Geshe Michael always encourage people start from 5 minutes a day and then increase by 1 minute every week. So every week you increase by 1. So if this week you do 5 minutes, next week you do 6 minutes. The week after 7 minutes. Why does he do that? Because we want the quality. It's better to have a full focus, concentration for 5 minutes and stop, rather than have a 1 hour meditation, but you only have 5 minutes full concentration. Yeah, create the habit. Yeah, thank you, Kili. So it's not, we don't want you to spend 55 minutes with your mind flying anywhere and only 5 minutes good meditation. Yeah, we don't want that. Because when you are used to have your mind flying when you meditate, that will create a very bad habit. Yeah, so we always recommend people to start small. Start small, okay? Even if you are sitting down and you can't focus due to certain bad sits, I would say, yeah, especially when the night before you eat too much, or yeah, we didn't keep our morality clean, for example, then our mind will be very, very messed up, busy. Then it's not a conducive situation to do meditation. All right. So yeah, Geshe Michael always say start with 5 minutes and increase 1 minute a week. After a year, you will be able to do for 1 hour. Okay, so he has created the habit.
Teacher, I ask a question.
Yes,
That
please.
is, yeah, I mean, it's important that we actually create this habit to do daily meditation. But that day I was surprisingly I was like reading the manual, the past manual. Then I realized that there's condition that we shouldn't do meditation. Like for example, probably the day before we didn't sleep enough. It's like we are very sleepy. So it's like during the meditation we are like fighting against, I mean, the sleepiness. And also like in situation whereby maybe our emotion was like badly affected, and then we couldn't do a proper meditation and all those things. So it seems like there's also conditions that we shouldn't do meditation. That was like, because I was like thinking within myself, I was like, I need to do it daily to create the habit. But there's also a situation that we are asked not to do meditation. Then like that, we may not successfully create the habit, right? Because there's always, like for example, you mentioned just now, there's times that my breast seed ripened and then I couldn't do a proper meditation. Then I skip. Then that isn't a habit already, right? It's like how should we actually view this situation or do it?
Good question. Good question. Yeah. That's why we always say that the 3 main tools, we need to use them together. What are the 3 main tools? My favorite 3 main tools. Remember?
6-time book, yoga, and meditation.
Yes, those are the 3 main tools. Of course, if you are very, very sleepy, then no choice but to go to sleep first. Okay. But when you talk about emotions, you talk about mental. If you do yoga, you see why you have all these mental, emotional issue, because your chi are not running havoc, you see, running havoc, left, right, you see. So if you do yoga or exercise, you can actually pull your chi to the center, and then your mind will be calmer. talking about yoga, you know, our Vietnamese translator Lien is a yoga teacher. Yeah. Lien is a yoga teacher. Okay, she used to be a model, right? And then became yoga teacher. Now she's running her yoga studio. And her husband is a famous artist. Oh yeah, January you said he's coming to Singapore, but anyway, that's another story for another day. Okay, so Lien is a pretty successful yoga teacher. And then Chloe is joining YSI, right? Hopefully, I don't know. Hey, we have a lot of yoga people here. Okay, so yeah, Kelly, when you do yoga, if you have an issue with emotions, do yoga first. Oh, cancel his tour. Okay, so do yoga first, and then go to your meditation. We in our system, we always do meditation before yoga. Try to reverse. Try to reverse. Your mind will be so calm, you know. When I was doing my yoga training in Bali, we do yoga before meditation. I tell you, the meditation was like so easy. So if you combine all the tools together, you can actually have a better quality of meditation. The only time we don't want to meditate is when we are feeling lung, you know, lung, when your mind, lung, I don't know, I think translation, you just say lung, okay? Wind, lung, you just say lung. Yeah, lung. Lung is like, lung means wind in Tibetan. And sometimes it happens when your prana is moving too fast, you know, and then you feel like lightheaded. I think there are many things. I think we discussed this a lot already, you know, but here, I don't intend to talk too much about lung. Just that is the situation where you want to, oh yeah, very important. If you feel lonely, check with your teacher, okay? Check with your teacher. Don't handle it yourself. Don't leave it to yourself. Suddenly you feel, well, I don't have to eat and I don't feel hungry. I don't need to sleep so long already. I used to sleep for 8 hours. So I sleep for 2 hours. I'm very excited. That is a bit of long situation already. Okay, so that's why if you see Geshe Michael, oh yeah, Chloe, why do we eat pizza? Because we want to prevent the lung situation, you know. You can't be eating grass every day. Okay, so yeah, so that is the only situation we want to stop for a while and ask for teacher's guidance. Okay, Kili? So yeah.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Sorry, teacher student. Just now you keep mentioning long. Where's long?
Lung.
Long. Long. Where's long?
When you start feeling strange.
Oh.
When you start feeling strange, ask your teacher.
You mean you meditate until you cannot, until strange, you can't recognize.
People meditate and start to feel, wow, my meditation progressed so fast. Now I only need to sleep 2 hours and I don't feel sleepy. I don't have to eat a lot and I'm full. I'm full of energy. I'm happy all the time. Even if there is anything funny, you will laugh yourself. Ha!
So this is good, right? This is good, right? I thought you meditate until you somehow see emptiness really, right? Something like that. Right?
You feel like what's the term? Like let me check the term. You know, you suddenly
轻飘飘啊，
huh?
轻飘飘是吗？
轻飘飘也可以啊 something like that. You feel like a like a god, like deity, you know, wow. Maybe after I sit longer, I can fly already. Those kind of feeling. Okay.
It's like a Buddha already lah.
You feel like, wow, I'm feeling high, you know, you feel like you're Buddha already. You don't have to sleep. Night, you can work nighttime. You become very, very like Superman, you know, wow, you don't have to eat. And then you feel that after a while you can fly already. And that is very, very dangerous. 不是神通, okay? It's never, never 神通. It's something,
Oh.
yeah. I think no, you will know it when you face it. But remember to check back with teachers, okay? But
That's good, right? I thought that's good, right?
no good. Bad,
No good lah.
yeah. Huh? I mean, if you don't do it every day for like 2 hours, you don't eat oily food, you steam off you only eat vegetables that you steam every day. There is a possibility you're going into loop, okay? So yeah, Geshe Michael say once in a while eat pizza. Or cheese, yeah. Okay. There was somebody like that, you know, in Penang a few years ago. And then luckily we were having a one-on-one session and I asked her, so how is your meditation? Oh, teacher, now I do meditation every day. And then I suddenly feel that I'm full of energy. I don't have to sleep. And then I eat little. What do you eat? Oh, I eat veggie. I steam all the veggie. No oil, nothing. Wow. But I just feel that my head is like very light. Very light. I can't really ground myself. But I feel good. I think my meditation is working. Right? I said wrong. But I just feel that everything is good except my head is like very light, you know. Or like flying, like can fly already. What should I do? You know what did I tell her? Because I know she's in Penang, I say you go out, you buy youtiao. Youtiao is I don't know. I think Vietnamese friend, Geshe Michael like to use the word youtiao. It's the Chinese donut. Chinese donut. Youtiao is oily. Dough, fried dough, right? Is it? We call it fried dough. It's oily, you know. So I asked her to eat youtiao every day for 1 week. After 1 week, she was okay. Okay, so yeah, eat pizza is another way. All right. Okay. Okay, Angela. In Chinese, we say 成仙, you know, become like a godly people. So be careful. Huh? Okay, let's do meditation. So we are going to repeat what we did yesterday, the golden room with 7 ingredients, okay? Or I would say 7 ingredients followed by golden room. Okay, now sit in your posture, meditation posture. Cross your leg if you are sitting on a cushion. Or if you're sitting on a chair, put your legs on the floor and try not to lean against the backrest. Park your hands according to the style you want. You can put Chin Mudra and you can place your palm up or down or sideways. Okay. Okay. It's 0 degree now. I better put it properly. Rimrock will be colder, I believe. Maybe minus, right? And then when you are comfortable, you can close your eyes slowly. Relax your feet and your toes. Relax your hands and your fingers. Tuck in your tummy slightly. Sit taller. Pull back both shoulders and drop them down. Align your chin so it's parallel to the ground. Put a bit of smile on your lips. Touch your tongue lightly behind the upper teeth. Relax your cheek, your scalp, and your forehead. And finally, relax your eyes. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose or the two nostrils. We want to observe the breath going out and coming in. One exhale followed by inhale is counted as one breath. And we want to count up to 10 breathings. Anytime your mind runs away, gently pull it back and start counting from 1 again. Now let's do the 10 counts of breathing. Now we are going to start with the 7 ingredients. So first of all, you imagine your teacher is sitting with you face to face doing meditation. At the same time, you visualize all the enlightened beings are gathering around in the room doing meditation together. First ingredient, we give respect to the teacher and all the beings. You can do prostration 3 times in your mind. Second, we do the offering in our mind to the teachers and the enlightened beings. You visualize flower and you multiply the flowers to fill the sky and present this to the teacher in front of you. You can also present the beautiful nature. And of course, the best offering is your own practice in following the system. Third, we do the Shakpa, which is confession. It just means that you confess the bad deeds you did, you conducted in the past 24 hours. Or you can refer to the vows that you have. The 10 virtues or the Bodhisattva vows or your Diamond Way vows. You can also do the 4 powers, the 4R. Recall the pen, regret intelligently, refrain, and finally the remedy. Ingredient number 4 is the rejoicing, Yirangwa. So you can report to your teacher the good things you have done in the past 24 or 48 hours. So this is the part where you multiply all the good deeds you have done. And number 5 is we invite the teacher for teaching. This teaching can be in the form of direct teaching or indirect, through whatever means that you will go through today. Now we start with the Golden Rule meditation. We look into the teacher's eyes using our mental eyes. And the teacher is looking back at us, sending us all the gifts or the things that we want from the teacher, the good qualities, like having wisdom, compassion, and all the qualities that we want to have from the teacher. You can imagine that you are receiving all this through the teacher's eyes. In return, you send gratitude through your eyes to the teacher. Now let's end the golden room. So we ask the teacher's permission to come into us. The teacher agrees, and we can see the teacher slowly become smaller, shrink into the size about 10 cm. And then we can see the teacher slowly floats up. At our eye level, the teacher turns his back so that the teacher is facing the same direction as us, and then continue to float to the top of our head. At that position, the teacher shrinks further to the size of a half thumbnail and change into light. So in the form of light, now the teacher enters our body through the crown chakra, slowly going through our mind, going down, and then through the central channel starting from our throat, all the way to our heart, and stops there. The teacher will stay there at the heart chakra to accompany us for the whole day until tomorrow when we do the meditation again. Now step number 7 is dedication. All the goodness that we have just done and the gift from the teachers combined together in the form of a white light in our body, giving us warmth. And we feel that this light penetrates through the skin, making our body, our skin glowing. And we send this light to everybody in the room and in the house who are currently with us. We want to give all this goodness to everyone. We expand this further to cover everyone in the city, in the country, and finally the whole world and the whole universe. All beings touched by this light will receive all our gifts. Finally, we bring back this light to our heart chakra so that we can keep it properly to accompany our activities after this and tomorrow. Next, bring our attention back to the tip of our nose and do 3 long and slow exhale. And if you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Hey, we are done with meditation. Any comments, any questions, any sharing? If not, then that's the end of today's session. And I can see you again tomorrow.
Thank you, Teacher Shugan, Teacher Xing Tian.
Thank you, Teacher Sugan, Teacher Xing Tian. Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you, Teacher Sugan. Thank you, Teacher Xing Tian.
You translators, thank you, recorder,
Thank you, teacher.
Deanne, Grace, Francisca, and bye-bye.
Have a good coffee meditation.
Bye-bye.